AdamHarry back in with a quick BoLS overview. I got Stable with me.
Hey guys!
We are taking a look at the number 67 issue of No Quarter.
And none will be given.
That's right. No quarter, none will be given. So here we go. This one's actually pretty cool. It's got a lot of really great art in there, first off.
Yeah.
Some really great background info as well. So we get introduced to the new Major Maddox. And just lots of really cool art. So we're going to dive in. We're not going to show everything off, obviously. We're going to flip through this pretty quick. So we're going to go through here. Again, awesome artwork.
Oh yeah, this thing is packed with some great artwork.
For sure. Here's the kind of the highlights here for the table of contents. Again, we got a new Gavin Kyle's files, which is, Gavin Kyle is kind of their story person that's been in-game kind of explaining who these new characters are. So it's just kind of a way for them to keep it all in faction and universe or what have you. But you do have a really quick battle report. So if that's your thing, you can read up on that, get some tactics. It's Scorn versus Kador. So it looks like the Butcher, I believe. So that's what's going on there. We do have some awesome artwork from the painting competition at Lock and Load. We also have a special scenario as well, which have some special cards. They have some really great terrain building in this one too.
Yeah, some really awesome, a couple different ones, some basic
and
tutorials and then advanced stuff.
Yeah, so if you're into the hobby side of things, then definitely check that out.
Yep.
And then we do have the Theme Force or the Kingmaker's Army, and then more of the Grandmaster painting stuff, and then some good Iron Kingdoms Uncharted stuff too.
Yeah, pirate
stuff,
which is,
yes.
you know,
Iron Kingdom's the RPG, so if you want RPG as a pirate, check this one out.
That's the way to do it.
There's other stuff going on too, but we're gonna skip around pretty quick.
Yeah.
Here are the new releases. We definitely want to show these off. So this is pretty awesome.
Some cool stuff. Yeah.
I love the fact that we have a Berserker, Mad Dog, Rager plastic kit. So it's a combo kit. You can build all three of those. Again, the classic Berserker, that was the 2X, kind of an old school Kador Jack. But now we've got some upgrade options too.
Yeah.
We've got Big B is back in resin and metal still. But I really like this sculpt way better than the previous one.
It's so much cooler.
Yeah. It's just more intimidating looking. Both legs are down. So if you remember the old metal model, he had possibly wobbly leg syndrome if you were worried about you breaking your model. Yeah,
this is an amazing model.
Yeah.
I can't really tell. I don't know what parts are resin and which parts are metal. But
yeah, I would wager that the legs are probably metal if they keep the same thing they've been doing in the past, just because they would like that weight at the bottom.
Yeah,
but then
that's a good way of doing it.
Some of the other parts, the torsos and stuff, have been in resin. So we'll see what happens. We also have the new Inflictor Seether plastic kit.
We don't need to talk about Crick stuff.
Nobody likes Cricks. Yeah, nobody likes Cricks around here. And they do have the new Carrion Thralls, which is cool.
Yeah.
I like the flyer stands on these.
Yeah, those are really cool. I wonder how they stick in on the. I guess
There's some have on the back.
That's cool that a lot of them you can see they've got like a skull in their talons, and that's where the stand seems to stick in.
That's a nice touch. Yeah. So I do like the new stands.
I guess you have to glue these onto the base. They're not slotted in or anything.
I don't know. Yeah. That's a good question. But those are metal, so who knows?
Pretty interesting. Yeah.
Next up too, in the next section of new releases, we have the crazy Axiom Prime Conflux, again for Convergence. This thing's giant. It's on a flying stand too, which is ridiculous.
So cool.
It's pretty awesome. We've got some Signar guys down here, Arcane Tempest Riflemen, because they need more shooting. And then Black 13th in metal. I believe this is a new sculpt as well.
It looks a little different, but I'm not...
It would make sense because it's on the new releases.
Yeah.
So, I'm a little rusty on my Black 13th,
but... Man, I'm glad this guy is plastic, because otherwise there's no way that flying base would survive.
Right? That's still pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So I just love that model. It's ridiculous looking.
That thing's really cool.
We also have a couple of Circle guys that just came out too. The Black-clad Stone Shaper. Baldur's back. This is basically Baldur 1. Baldur the Stormcleaver. He's in metal still, but it's a different sculpt. I really like this. It's more dynamic than just holding the sword there, and he's kind of coming at you, bro. And then I'm gonna butcher this one. Yortrix, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's one of the character circle dudes. He's pretty awesome though.
Yeah.
So it's resonant metal, and then this scary looking Hellmouth for Legion.
Nice,
yeah. Which these are really unique. I'm curious to see what they do in game. I haven't really seen the rules for them right now. But the fact that there's 4 tentacles and like a giant hellmouth, just kind of creepy looking.
Or is it 3 tentacles and a tongue? I guess. Is this his tongue?
It's a graboid.
Yeah.
It's a graboid. Tremors.
Pretty weird.
Yep.
Pretty weird.
And then we also have seen these before. These are actually out right now if you're watching the video. We've got all the token sets. Every single faction has a new token set too.
Sweet.
Yep. This came out recently as well. This is Acts of War Flashpoint. It's one of the novels. And then the 2-player battle boxes as well. So if you have a buddy or you're looking to start 2 factions, definitely check those out.
These are great ways of getting some base stuff.
So that's it. We have some cool stuff, cool editorial from Lyle Lowry here about Locked and Loaded, and all that stuff. And then they actually talk about Community Spotlight. This guy actually made some giant, I think they're Troll Blood axes. They look Troll Blood to me. So with some runes inscribed on them.
And he also helped raise about $4,000 for charity with the intent that these were made for.
Heck yeah! So that's pretty awesome. Yeah. Good job, man.
It's awesome that they would talk about that too.
Yeah, and then this is the European Masters. We're not going to focus on that too much because that's why you buy this book.
Yep.
Here's the Gavin Kyle files. This is again an introduction to Major Elizabeth Maddox.
Yeah, just look at that art.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. She's got a lightning sword that's also a gun. She actually has a gun handle there, and she's cool, it's pretty sweet looking. Obviously, the new Signar caster. Shock. We're shocked. Get it lightning. Yeah. We're shocked. Anyway, moving on there. I'm not going to focus too much in there, but she does have some cool stuff about her weapon and how that all kind of discombobulates and comes apart, which is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Check it out. Read it up.
Yeah, awesome art too, and then just tons and tons of background that we're not going to read to you. That's why you buy the book.
Yeah.
This is actually a really awesome section. I don't want to give it all away, but just how they come up with some of the designs and artwork here is kind of inside their head. So really cool stuff.
I love seeing like the sketch work as they're developing a character because that stuff you don't see nearly as awesome. No. And that's a really great insight into how the design process and what these models really look like.
Exactly. I love the fact that we'll show this page off, and this is the last one I'm going to show here, but I love the fact that they talk about the different iterations of like this chain whip thing.
Yeah,
like,
it's so cool.
How would this actually function and stuff like that?
They had to run through like 7 iterations of the chain whip before they figure it out or something because there's a few more over here.
Yeah, so it's just awesome. Awesome looking stuff. We're going to skip the rest of this. I don't want to give it all away, but tons of really cool artwork in this magazine.
Yeah, definitely worth
picking up.
Check out that artwork.
Yeah, and then we get this is a pretty good one. It's been out this sketch, I believe, but then you see some of the concept before they get started. So
the 3 of them process.
Very awesome. We're gonna skip through the battle report real quick. I don't want to ruin it, but it is a Scorn versus a Khador. Fully painted armies. Obviously, they're in the magazine. 2 experienced players. And then they do talk about their army construction, which is important, so you know kind of what they're going for, kind of in their heads. But we're going to skip over that just because I don't want to ruin it. So we do get into the Skull Island expedition stuff here. So this is kind of like their publishing arm.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the new books coming out. Very cool stuff. Very, very, light sci-fi, fantasy adventure stuff. If you're looking for some good light summer reading.
That, the
Flashpoint, which you saw. Yeah.
And they talk about over here.
We didn't get in this one,
Yeah, Tales of the Invisible Hand, which is an independent kind of.
Yeah, this is a completely separate thing from Iron Kingdoms. It's just a brand new kind of sci-fi adventure. Obviously, we're dealing with airplanes, which I wanted to show this off.
Yeah.
Got a whole nother creative thing with crazy airships and different.
It reminds me kind of like Crimson Skies.
Yeah, kind of
that aesthetic with some cool airplane design and some more art for that.
It reminds me kind of maybe like World War II fighters, but more sci-fi.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like an alternate World War II or alternate Earth setup. So that makes sense that it's kind of like that. Especially, you'll see, this is pretty clearly a variation of like an ME-262 from World War II.
Right. And you've got gun emplacements on the back, so it's probably like a bomber or some type of jet with all that fun stuff, and then just giant planes. Yeah. I like it. It's a cool little narrative to kind of wet your whistle. All the gun turrets.
All the gun turrets.
See all on the side here, on the bottom.
6 on each side, 4 on the front.
Would you consider that a gunboat?
I would consider that a gunboat.
Maybe a gunboat.
There's probably some gunboating going on there.
Then we get into the painting competition real quick. We're not gonna. I don't want to show off all of the painting jobs, but we'll show this page off for sure, just because congratulations to all the gold winners. There's tons of other ones in here. Just a little teaser of all the different, all the different armies. I don't want to show all that off, obviously.
Some really colorful stuff, which I love.
Very, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons you get this mag. We have some terrain showcase stuff, which Abe and I were talking about this before we started filming. We both really like the terrain features.
Oh yeah.
Because it helps to kind of showcase what the world of Imran is like.
Yep.
We don't really see a lot of this stuff. I mean, you just see it on the terrain kits that you provide and things like that. But it just helps make the world more real to me.
It does. I love this piece because it's a very unique look. And I don't remember if you were there, but when we went to Epticon maybe 4 or 5 years ago, they had this really cool diorama there of like the Signar city being taken by Khador.
Oh, they have that at Gen Con.
They have that at Gen Con too.
Yeah, we've taken pictures of that. It's great.
Yeah, that's like an amazing piece. I love that piece, and this is really kind of cool in that vein where it's this very unique looking.
Yeah, I know a couple of years ago they had that design terrain contest that our own General Ben entered, and he actually won that one.
Yep.
With his crazy Khadorian house.
It was like a factory.
Yeah, it was this crazy big building, but it was just really cool because you don't see a lot of that type of terrain, but it really does help kind of shape what the world's supposed to look like, which is one of the cool things about building terrain. But this is just basically not a tutorial, but it's a terrain tip guide. So it hopefully gives you some inspiration, some ideas on what to do. Abe and I have both built quite a bit of terrain. Back in the day, the pink foam. We're not friends with the pink foam.
I mean, that's having built enough terrain. I know like what the kind of work that goes into doing that detail on foam and everything.
Yeah, the shaping, the carving, the constant scraping it down, re-scratching the surface and stuff like that, smoothing it down with sandpaper. It's very impressive. And then to paint it as well as they did. Abe sneezed, bless you. Yeah. It's just awesome.
It's amazing, yeah.
So we have more of a detail on it. I highly encourage you to check this magazine out, if for nothing else, just to see this awesome looking terrain feature they put together.
I could spend a while looking at just these pictures.
It's very cool stuff. We also had, I think there was a newbie terrain. It's later on? Okay, we're getting there. So this is just a quick excerpt from Courage at the Crossroads. If you're not familiar with that, this is you've probably seen this artwork before.
Which is amazing.
Which is cool. And you've got a guy here, I believe he is the key character, Holden, and he, kind of based on how the campaign goes, will determine where he ends up, excuse me, in the storyline. So he's got, where's he gonna end up? And this is all determined by the players and the results and stuff like that. So you've got Signar, Khador fighting it out, and you've got Holden here. I guess this is supposed to be Holden, kind of like which way are we going to go? Yeah. So at the crossroads is
I guess Khador is courage and Signar is the cowards in this.
That's how I think it. The stupid swans. Yeah, we're Khador players.
We're still over here with our guns.
Yeah. Axe to face for the win, baby. Anyway.
That's right.
Kingmaker's Army. This is just the themeless. Again, pretty cool stuff. And it does have an excerpt from The Blood of Kings, which is another narrative book. And then there's the Kingmaker's Army list. We have some Grandmaster stuff going on here. Again, I don't want to ruin all that, but you can kind of get a quick glimpse. Lots of really cool artwork. Yeah. Here's the basic terrain tutorial I was looking forward to showing off. So as you can see here, this is for pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
If you want to get started, they have how to do rough terrain. They go through a whole tool list, materials. Really great beginner guide, I would say.
Oh yeah. Very similar to the stuff to how we used to build terrain when we did it. I mean, it's some great, really
hobby knife, some cardboard.
Chop it up a little bit.
Go to town. So, but yeah, it's a really good guide if you've never built terrain before, and you want to maybe one day get to the crazy stuff. This is where you'd start.
Yeah.
So it's just really good stuff, and it is a straight up guide. He talks about using real stones real wood.
Yep.
So like going out in your yard and finding a branch or something like that. You can't fake some of those things.
No.
Sometimes you just got to go to nature.
And I would say just a word of advice, if you're ever going to try any of this stuff out, make sure you think about storage before you do.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff they have in here is really pretty, but like when we made really tough lasting stuff, some of this stuff is a little more fragile, and you want to make sure you have a good place to store it if you spend a lot of time doing a really beautiful piece of terrain.
Yeah. If you have a board at home and it's just going to live on that board, go to town.
That's awesome.
If you're a game store, take it from us. you want to think about storage, you want to think about durability.
Yeah.
You may want to go with like latex paint instead of some of the prettier paints, just so it'll last for a long time. So
but yeah, if you're just building this for yourself, make sure you have some nice place of storage, because a lot of people won't think about that.
No, that's totally true.
Ruin all your hard work.
Yeah, we've seen it happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, just go through that. It's really good stuff. Finishing touches. Don't want to spend too much time on that, but it's in there. The historical scenario, we've got Cain versus Magnus, the warlord in here. So this is just a really quick throwdown here, capturing Venture's son. Another quick narrative excerpt called Peace of Mind. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but it's a good read.
Yeah.
And then we get into the Iron Kingdoms RPG Uncharted. RPG.
Yeah, the RPG.
The R is for the R and P is for pirate.
Right.
Yeah. Our pirate game. Bingo. So this is just about pirates' life in Imran. History of piracy, all that fun stuff. So we get into the background a bit about it. Talks how the Orgoth occupation affected piracy and stuff like that. So who the pirates are.
He knows what we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy goes R all the time.
Right. Part to starboard. Moving on. But it just goes with all that fun stuff. Again, this is for the Iron Kingdoms RPG supplement, so it's got some charts in there. If you want to actually play it out, you've got all that cool stuff in there. Pirate characters, new gear. You gotta have a dive.
You gotta have a dive. Yeah, and I mean, it's got some really great artwork too.
Fun times.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Again, there's lots of cool art in here. I didn't want to show it all off. Hopefully, just give you a taste. But that's No Quarter 97 for July. Should be 67 for July 2016. It should be in stores either the end of this week or next week. Then again, I don't know when you're watching this video. So sometime in the future. It should be out, hopefully.
Probably in July.
Probably in July.
Yeah.
It's a really good issue. Definitely recommend picking it up, especially for the price. $8.50 retail. So
beautiful pictures, beautiful models. Yeah.
Yeah, and tons of background about all things Privateer Press. So go check it out. I'm AdamHarry from BoLS.
And I'm Stable Abe.
Thanks again for watching. Have a good one.
Yeah.